2010 I bought a 1968 Honda CB450. It had been stored in boxes since 1981. During the winter I rebuilt the engine and restored the motorcycle, and in early April it was time for a very nervous first startup. Luckily everything went well, and inspired by the motorcycle adventures of Charlie Borman and Ewan McGregor and also Henry Cole, I decided to go on an epic 7,000 kilometer solo ride across Europe. It took 5 weeks, went through 15 countries. I had one accident on the way. When I got home, I had enough memories and impressions to last for a lifetime. To get some extra space for luggage, tools and some spare parts, I decided to fit the luggage rack with the top box. I also installed saddlebags to be able to carry heavy stuff like tools and spare parts low. I found that being able to move your feet on long rides is very helpful, so I installed an extra set of foot pegs at the front. I've also installed a 12-volt outlet in the top box. That makes it possible for me to charge my cell phone and my camera while I'm riding. The night before departure, a lot of thoughts were spinning around in my head. I was thinking, what had I let myself into? Would the newly restored motorcycle be able to take such a long journey without breaking down? In the morning though, my worries were replaced with expectation, and I was really looking forward to the ride. It's important to warm up the CB450 engine properly, as it takes almost a minute for the oil to get up the camshafts. Well, as Mr. Fonda says, ride hard or stay home. Here we go, the ride is on. My journey gets interesting right away, because only 15 minutes from my house is the first big landmark. It's the Øresund connection, connecting Denmark and Sweden. A land connection between Denmark and Sweden has been discussed for almost 100 years. The construction began in 1995. It was finished in August 1999 and it was open for traffic in June 2000. It consists of a 7.8 kilometer long bridge and a 4 kilometer long tunnel. The city you can see in the horizon is the Danish capital Copenhagen. We are now approaching the man-made island of Pepperholm, where the bridge part of the connection ends and we go down in the tunnel. Now when we have exited the tunnel, we are in Denmark, just in the outskirts of Copenhagen. Så I will say, Godmorgen Danmark, I har sgu meget flot vejr. It took only 2 hours to ride across Denmark, and I am now on the 1-hour ferry crossing from Denmark to Germany. One reason I really like traveling by motorcycle is that even if you're traveling solo, you always meet other motorcyclists and always have somebody to talk to, and this ferry ride was no exception. After exiting the ferry, I am now in Germany, so I will say, Guten Tag Deutschland, jetzt ich gehe nach Lenzern und esse eine Hamburger. I stopped for a meal at my favorite Chrome diner in Lenzern, north of Lübeck. It's here I get the first problem with my motorcycle. The indicator stops working. At first I think I only need to replace the bulb, but it turns out the bracket holding the bulb has vibrated loose. So I'm making the journey's first bodge job with some vulcanizing tape. When the day comes to an end, I've been riding through Denmark, over to Germany, and in a small village not far from Berlin, I decide to stop for the night. In the next episode I meet up with my family, and I go to a Serbian biker meet, and I have some barbecue. I get a chance to service the motorcycle, and then I continue my journey south through Serbia.